Yo, what's up guys? So in this video I wanted to briefly talk about the Fossil Fighters Switch remake that was kind of leaked and, teased about a year ago in an article that I'd found on the internet. So I wanted to give you guys a quick little update about what's been going on with this, where this news is at today, and what we can expect with regard to Fossil Fighters in 2022. So anyways, I made a video about this about a year prior. Just for context, I had found an article that said that 17 games were allegedly going to be released, and Fossil Fighters, a potential remake on the Switch, was one of them. And so when I saw this, I thought, wow, this is really, really cool. I'd played the original, I played Champions, and I played them multiple times throughout the years. And I've been a huge Fossil Fighters fan ever since I touched the first game. So, when I saw this, I was really excited. And so, for context on that video, I essentially, looked it up and found out that this guy right here, Eclipse Darkrai Umbra, this guy on Twitter, you can see his page right here. He's the one who made the claim about these 17 titles. As the article said, he says 19, but it's anywhere between 17 and 19 games that were supposed to be getting released. And he's the one who made this claim, and I wanted to share an update that I found from him, in February of this year. So that was just about 4 months ago, so really, really recent. And the news is, it's pretty good, okay? So let's get started. So this was his original post. He talked about a couple of games that we were supposed to be seeing, like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Dark Souls 2 Remastered, and other things. I'm not going to go through all of it because I'm just going to stutter and it's going to sound stupid as hell. But anyways, you can see right here, one of them was Fossil Fighters on the, originally on the DS and the 3DS. And he says, not sure if the following are ports or actual remasters yet, okay? So this was the original post that he had done, and this is what the article was alluding to. So he basically decided to go ahead and do a recap about what actually came true here, and it's really good news. So you can see here, basically if you see a circle here, that means that it is confirmed, essentially, right? So it's official, it either has come out or will be coming out. And you can see that with the first 5 titles, you can see that he, hit the nail on the head for 3 of them. And by the way, the X's don't necessarily mean that it was false. It just means that there hasn't been news yet, okay? So you can see that a lot of these things have actually come true. And I'm not going to go through all of them, one by one. I'm going to link this for you guys if you want to check it out. But you can see right here, unfortunately, Fossil Fighters still has an X by, which means no news yet. But that's just that it hasn't been announced yet, okay? It doesn't mean that it's, it's false if you see an X, right? But you can see that a lot of these titles that he suggested were coming out actually ended up coming out or will be coming out, which is awesome, okay? So at the very end of this recap, he just gives a brief recap of the entire thing, which is that he says, I listed 19 upcoming titles for 2021/2022. 9 got confirmed, 10 or 11 if you trust Mother, Earthbound, and Gundam. Okay, and he says 2021 has passed, we still have the entirety of 2022 ahead of us, so at the end of the day, half list is now confirmed real. Okay, so that is excellent news for us Fossil Fighters fans, because again, out of the 19 titles that he suggested were actually coming out, 9 of them are confirmed, right, at the very least. So, you may see that as half empty, I see it as half full. That means that 50% of the things he talked about on this list actually happened, okay? And while Fossil Fighters, again, has not been confirmed, that still doesn't, have me lose hope because, I mentioned this in the comments of my original video, which, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, please check that out. I'm going to link that on the screen, if not already have. And, basically I said in the comment section to a lot of people that this is most likely real because, I'm going to give you guys 2 reasons why I think Fossil Fighters will actually get a Switch remake if this is, actually true here. And the first reason is, number 1, you can kind of see the numbers here. This guy is actually, he's hitting the nail on the head a lot here. He mentioned a lot of these games that he thought were coming out, and a lot of them actually did, right? About 1 and 2 of them actually have. So 50% of them, if we're being, optimistic here. 9 out of 19 is just under 50% of them, but still pretty good, right? The odds are pretty good that this is real. And the other thing that leads me to believe this is actually real is the fact that Fossil Fighters is a pretty niche title, okay? If you ask 9 out of 10 gamers, if you ask 10 gamers rather, 9 out of 10 of them are not going to know what Fossil Fighters is, right? Even after Jaden Animations made that huge, video that got like millions of views for Fossil Fighters, which you've definitely seen if you're here on this video, I'm pretty sure that most people have no clue what this game is or that the series even exists, okay? It's sad to say because it's so underrated, but that's just how it stands, right? So why would anyone waste the time coming up with a rumor about a game that hardly anyone really knows? That doesn't make any sense. So the fact that this is even floating around kind of tells me that this is most likely real, okay? So, I'm you know, I apologize if I'm getting you guys excited for no reason, but I have reason to believe this is actually going to happen, okay? So this is just me potentially being optimistic, but I have no reason to believe that this is fake, because again, a lot of these things have actually come true, and Fossil Fighters is not one of those titles where people can just get clout, you know, from making false rumors about it. It's not like Pokemon with millions and millions of fans across the world. It's a pretty small title, so the fact that there's even a apparent leak about this tells me that it's probably real. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. Definitely leave a like on this if you want to help this spread to more Fossil Fighters fans who want to know the state of the game in 2022. Also leave a comment down below letting me know if you think this is fake or real. And also let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a Fossil Fighters playthrough of the original game and of Champions here on this channel, because, you know, I've been talking about doing that for such a long time now, but it hasn't actually happened. So maybe if enough people want to see it, I can find the incentive somehow to actually do it. So yeah, definitely leave that in the comment section below. And ending it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.